You filled yourself with determination and set your 12 alarms for tomorrow, determined to start the day early, ready to be productive. But when the first alarm rings, the temptation to hit the snooze button is irresistible. All that enthusiasm from the night before disappears, and suddenly, getting out from under the covers feels like one of the hardest tasks in the world. Almost as complicated as pronouncing Worcestershire. You know, that English sauce with an unpronounceable name. The day barely begins, and already an enemy appears that you want to avoid at all costs, not the challenge you should be facing while the cursor blinks on your computer screen. The task list seems to stare at you, begging to be completed. You know you should be working, but you simply can't start. And when you try, the distractions on the internet become irresistible. You jump from tab to tab, scrolling through your social media feeds in hopes the algorithm will show you something you can't miss. The cycle continues. You refresh YouTube endlessly, waiting for that video with quick edits and content that will grab your attention for a few minutes. But this isn't one of those videos. Here I am, just me, my shaved head, a notebook, a pen, and some notes to share with you everything I've described so far. I've been through this too. That's why I speak with confidence. You're not lazy, you're just lost. Lost in the middle of an avalanche of super stimuli that you can't control. And believe me, that's completely normal. Nowadays, we are immersed in an era with the greatest bombardment of stimuli in human history. It's not that you're weak or incapable. It's practically a miracle to be able to focus. This video will be different from the ones you're used to seeing here, without those frantic edits or illustrative images. It will just be me talking directly to you. Think of this video as a moment to calm the mind, a break to give your brain some rest. My goal here is simple: to explain why you're so overwhelmed by stimuli and to show 3 key points to help you focus and regain control of your life. Because I know how it feels. It's one of the worst sensations that exist. If you've ever felt lost or directionless, know that you're not alone. Often, the feeling of being stuck in a cycle of uncertainty can paralyze us. The good news is that, although the path to clarity may seem distant, it's actually closer than we think. The secret is action. Clarity doesn't come from endless deep reflection. It comes when we start to act. When we decide to take the first step, even if it's small, something begins to happen inside us. Action breaks the paralysis and begins to organize the mind. It can be as simple as taking the first step to write, practice a sport, or learn a new skill. The important thing is to start, even if we don't know exactly where it will lead us. When we commit to an action, big or small, the mind begins to realize that we are moving forward. Clarity starts to emerge the moment we allow ourselves to make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. There's no need to wait for divine inspiration or the perfect moment. The simple act of moving toward a goal allows us to develop new perspectives and build our confidence. The truth is, the more we wait for ideal conditions or for the right time, the more indecision and inaction consume us. Action creates momentum. It gives us a sense of accomplishment, and that in itself brings clarity. When we make an effort, our brain starts to recognize that it's important, and over time, the path becomes clearer. The way we approach challenges and failures has a profound impact on our lives. Often, frustration and the fear of not being good enough prevent us from moving forward. The difference between those who overcome difficulties and those who give up may lie in a simple shift in mindset. The transition from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is characterized by the belief that our abilities are innate and unchangeable. When faced with something difficult, our first reaction is often that we're not good enough. We think our failures reflect our incapacity, and this can lead us to give up. For example, if you fail at something, you might believe that you'll never be able to improve because it's beyond your natural abilities. This limited view can make us feel powerless in the face of challenges. On the other hand, a growth mindset is based on the idea that we can develop our skills with effort, perseverance, and practice. By adopting this mindset, we recognize that growth is a continuous process, not an innate trait. No matter how bad you are at something at first, with time and dedication, you can improve. This way of thinking completely changes how we approach difficulties. Instead of seeing obstacles as something that defines us, we begin to view them as opportunities to learn and grow. A classic example of this mindset comes from a study conducted by psychologist Carol Dweck. She presented a group of children with challenges that were difficult, beyond their capabilities. Most of the children, when they failed, felt discouraged and gave up. However, a small group of children with a growth mindset reacted differently. They were excited by the idea of learning and saw the mistake as part of the process. Instead of giving up, they viewed failure as an opportunity to improve. This difference in reaction is crucial. The children with a growth mindset believed their abilities could be developed with effort, while the children with a fixed mindset saw their failures as a reflection of their incapacity. This shows the power of mindset in how we approach life's challenges. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating a growth mindset is the simple use of the phrase, "not yet." When we face a difficulty, we can replace the thought, "I'm not good at this," with, "I'm not good at this yet." This shift in perspective helps reduce frustration and creates a more positive learning environment. By adopting this approach, we understand that progress is gradual and that every mistake is an opportunity for growth. Therefore, when facing any challenge, remember the power of "not yet." No matter how incapable or overwhelmed you may feel, the simple act of recognizing that evolution is a process can transform your approach. You don't need to be perfect from the start, but you're on the path to becoming better, one step at a time. What we've learned about the importance of taking action, finding balance between mind and body, and most importantly, adopting a growth mindset are tools you can apply directly in your life. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but every small step you take brings you closer to a better version of yourself. It's natural to feel lost or demotivated from time to time. These feelings are not signs of weakness, but opportunities for growth. What truly defines our path is how we choose to react in the face of challenges. When you understand that failures are essential parts of the process, not insurmountable obstacles, but stepping stones to success, your power to transform will be limitless. Always remember, you're not lazy, you're just lost. The first step to finding your way is giving yourself permission to fail, learn from it, and move forward. By adopting the "not yet" mindset, you begin to realize that each challenge is just an opportunity to move forward. Change isn't instant, but if you commit to the process and continue working with determination, your progress will be inevitable. So, keep moving forward. Don't compare yourself to others and don't blame yourself for your failures. Every step toward your true self is valuable. When you finally achieve your goals, you'll realize that the most important thing wasn't the destination, but the process of becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever lies ahead. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward. And remember, I'm not good at this yet.